Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a live swatch and review plus dupes and comparisons for the new OPI Terribly Nice Collection for Holiday 2023. That's right, we're talking about a Christmas collection already, guys. But this collection actually doesn't release until October 1st, so if you would like to order it, you can order it for pre-sale at polishpick.com. I will link that in the description bar below. So we have 14 polishes in the collection. OPI always or usually has 12-piece collections, and then for holiday collections, they'll usually have some glitter polishes, so the 14 includes the 2 extra glitter shades that you can order at polishpick.com. We do have a wide range of formulas and colors here, and we have this terribly nice theme, so really cute names in this collection. I have some definite opinions about the polishes in this collection, and like I said, I do have dupes and comparisons for you at the end. So let's go ahead and start our swatching so I don't keep you too long. Let's get to it. We're going to be going through this collection in alphabetical order. So we're going to start with Blame the Mistletoe. This is a fiery, kind of hot pink, very small particle shimmer that makes it go towards looking like a metallic, and this is gorgeous. This can get opaque in just the one coat. Super easy peasy, perfect holiday party color for you. This was actually one of my top picks until I got to the dupes and comparisons portion of the video, and when I was looking through my polishes, I found basically an exact dupe for you from a recently released collection. So, you know, whether or not you have that might make a big difference to you whether this one's a must-have out of the collection. Next we have Chill 'Em With Kindness. I told you the names in here are really cute. This is a semi-sheer white base polish with a strong pink, purple, blue shimmer in here, and they did a really great job with this formula. If they had made it more opaque, it would have been a waste because you couldn't see the shimmer, and if they hadn't used such a nice big particle shimmer, you might not have been able to see it. So I think it's a perfect combination here. You're not getting complete opacity in 2 coats, but pretty close, and just a little bit of streakiness and some decent payoff from that shimmer. If you collect indie polishes, chances are you have something like this already, but if you don't, this one's a really great option from OPI. Next we have 5 Golden Flings. Again, what a cute name, but this polish is so strange. So there are 3 polishes in this collection with this exact same formula. So it's a semi-sheer base for the color, and as you can see, we've got a gold color. But there are 2 flaky particles in this formulation that are really kind of grunging up the polish and making them not feel holiday to me at all. So we've got like a strong bronzy coppery color of one flaky, and then the other flaky is that snowy white flaky that they like to add to polishes to kind of give like a bright glow up off the polish. But for me, this one was just not doing it for me. I don't see myself reaching for this. There's your macro shot and 2 coats. We're going to do 2 coats of everything today. Next up, we have one of the 2 specialty glitters in the collection. This one's called Hot and Cold, and basically it is a black jelly base. It has a very fine particle shimmer in there, but it's matching with the base, so it's not going to show off of it in contrast. And then we've got some iridescent and some hollow glitters in this polish, but this one just wasn't really doing it for me. I didn't really like the way that it went on, the finish, and the glitters were kind of clunky that they chose, not very sophisticated looking, which is what I would probably reach for holiday manicure. So this one was another pass for me. This is 2 coats. Here we've got Hot and Cold on all my nails there, and a macro shot for you can see that very delicate tiny shimmer. Next we have Hot Toddy Naughty. This is one of my favorites out of the collection. Firstly, the name is perfect, but then it's this really almost black, deep brown base, and it has this lovely shimmer in it that's not just a plain silver shimmer, but it actually has some warmth to it. So bringing what is mostly a very cool toned, deep blackened brown, and it's giving this like a little bit of life to it. Again, this is just a 1 coater. This is in the same formula as the very first polish we looked at. So this will be really easy, like quick go out the door to whatever parties you may be heading to. Are you planning for your holiday parties already? So that's another one of my top picks. Next we have It's a Wonderful Spice, and this is a kind of salmon light terracotta version of the 5 golden flings. So you're going to see the same thing here with this polish. It does have the same components in the base, but then what happens is those flaky components just kind of dull down this salmon shade. So if I liked salmon in the first place, which I don't really think of like ever to wear except for maybe occasionally in the summer, so this wouldn't be maybe a color that would be appealing to me for holiday. But then the flakies just kind of bring it even less chic, so I really didn't like that one. Let's Scrooge. This, again, such a fantastic name to polish in the collection and one of my top 5s. This is a beautiful teal base with a strong blue shimmer. It's so pretty. You could probably get this one and done as well, which is really fantastic and easy for you. The application was spot on, super, super easy, glides on. And so I'm going to show you here in 2 coats, again, just as with all of them, and it's called Let's Scrooge. How fun is that? And it looks just beautiful on. I'm so happy they put a teal in here. And we have a super deep green as well coming up. So that was 2 coats of that one. Peppermint Bark and Bite. This is the Ultra Deep Forest Green. Now this is a jelly, and it's gonna have teeny tiny particles of, I think they're just silver shimmer, but they didn't make them super dense. So instead of making a more metallic look like you get in Hot Toddy Naughty, because they didn't put it in as densely, it's a little bit more sparse. You have this cute little flecked look on the nail, and it's really pretty, and I like that they mixed it up too. So this is a blackened forest green, Christmas tree green. It is very, very dark, so on the nail it almost looked black to me. You know, in different angles you can tell that it's a green, but it's really fun because it's so deep. So there you have 2 coats. This went on really, really nicely. Next up we have Put On Something Ice. This is the other specialty glitter out of the collection. You can see that this basically has the same glitters as was in the first one, and then it has some dense shimmer that is shifting pink, purple, blue. First I'm going to show you how this polish works as a topper, because that base of the teal there will really help you see all that shimmer, but you could also probably wear this polish as a standalone. Depending on how, you know, yellowed your nails might be from wearing tons of polish, because that's what we do as polish lovers. My nails do have a gel cap on them, as you can see, so you can't see my yellowed nail. This probably wouldn't work for me if I didn't have the gel overlay, because it would just look kind of gnarly and yellow. However, depending on your nails, this might be a fun, like, frosted look on its own, but here is how it is as a topper, which was my preferred look. Next we have Rebel with a Claws. Now this is just your perfect traditional 1 coat classic red, stunning, like drop dead gorgeous red cream. This is very dupeable within OPI's collection, of course, so I do have a few comparisons for you coming up. And I forgot to do a second coat of this. You don't need a second coat, but I forgot to take footage of it, so I'm so sorry. I just have this 1 coat footage. There's Rebel with a Claws. We are coming up to the last few polishes in the collection. Salty Sweet Nothings. I did not think I was going to like this polish, because I was like, oh, this is another one of those peachy champagne polishes that they've done so much of lately. But actually the base on here is quite sheer and kind of looks like a My Nails But Better kind of nude shade, and so mostly all you're seeing is that bright white shimmery flaky, and that looks really, really pretty. So I did like this one quite a bit. It totally surprised me on the nail. I didn't really see that peach, and mostly it was just that brilliant glow from the flaky coming off. So I liked this one. Next we have Shaking My Sugarplums. Hilarious. This is this really beautiful blurple base with a strong blue to purple shimmer. I think that they did a great job with this collection. It is on the sheerer side, so you can see all that shimmer, but it builds up so nicely in 2 coats. So here I am trying to not overload my nail and just trust that this will look nicely in 2 coats, and I was pleasantly not surprised. I was very happy with how this looked in just the 2 coats. So really, really nice. Here's 2 coats of Shaking My Sugarplums. What a gorgeous shade of blue. Next we have Sickeningly Sweet. So OPI gave us this really beautiful bright lilac in this collection, and it has more of a crelly formula than a cream formula. You can see there I'm getting not a ton of opacity. You're seeing through to the nail, which means it's going to look squishy and lovely on. I was able to get this mostly opaque at 2 coats. So if with a careful application, you should get this done in just the 2, and it does look really nice and bright, youthful, bouncy, really pretty. Kind of strange for holiday, but hey, I'm never going to be mad at a purple. Last up we have Yay or Neigh, like a horse. I'm not going to do it for you, but you know, say it along with me. And this is a gray base with the double flaky combo that we found in that gold one and in the salmon shade. And again, this one was just not my cup of tea. I love a gray polish, but this was just not right for holiday for me. I don't know what it was about it. I think it's that bronze flaky. It was just so orange and was giving more Halloween vibes than like holiday New Year's Eve party vibes. So it just wasn't my cup of tea, but we all have different opinions, and feel free to disagree with me in the comments. I'm here for it. There's 2 coats of Yay or Neigh. I only have one wheel of comparisons for you for this collection because we do have a lot of different things for OPI. But obviously I'm going to give you a few options for that red, which is just a beautiful, classic, perfectly formulated red. So I did really, really like it, but if you needed a reason not to purchase it, here are 2 other options for you. So you're looking at Got the Mean Reds, and then Ready for the Holidays, and Rebel with a Clause is right in the middle. I mean, they may not be exact dupes, but once you have them on in 2 coats, you're not going to be able to tell too much of a difference. So there are some options for you to pull from some stash you may already have. So I do have a basically exact dupe for you for the pink in this collection called Blame the Mistletoe. It is very similar to 15 Minutes of Flame, which is from a very recent collection from OPI. So there might be a pretty good chance that you already have that color. So you can just pull from that, because I honestly don't think, again, I don't think you could tell the difference once they're on which is which. And then I also did want to compare it to Pink Bling and Be Merry, because it is in the same color family, but it is a much looser formula. The base is really sheer, and the shimmer particle is larger and sparser, so it builds up differently and has a totally different look on the nail. If you're unfamiliar with my comparisons in my videos, I always hold the swatch wheel on my hand because I feel like it gives a truer color. So on to the deep brown. Right in the middle, we've got Hot Toddy Naughty, which is one of my faves out of the collection. So 2 great classics from OPI on either side. They, neither of them have quite as warm of a shimmer in the base. It's not starkly different, but it's definitely there. So you're looking at Love is Hot and Coal, and that one has a very, very small particle shimmer that makes it so you almost can't even tell it's a shimmer, but these are all very similar in base color. And then the other one is Warm Me Up, and that one's more of a silvery shimmer, whereas Hot Toddy Naughty, why can't I ever remember that? Hot Toddy Naughty has a slightly kind of warm to red look there. So next we're going to look at comparisons for the beautiful light lilac in the collection. So OPI does have a lot of light purple creams. Now I didn't include anything that was too red toned. They do also have a lot of great lilacs that are similar but are either too dark, such as Do You Lilac It, or they have a little bit too much red, such as Achievement Unlocked. So the 2 that I have for you that are in the same tone as the polish in this collection, which is called Sickeningly Sweet, right there in the middle. They're both slightly lighter, and Don't Toot My Flute is a little bit less bright. So they have Sickeningly Sweet in here with a little bit more brightness than they were able to achieve from these other 2. So more towards even like a spring shade in this holiday collection, which is fun and interesting. And then we also have Polly Want a Lacquer, which if you wanted something even lighter, there's a good option for that. Alright, so for this comparison, I'm going to hold it like this because I want the opportunity to try to zoom in so you can see the particles in the base here. So I'm not really a very big fan of 5 Golden Flings. It's just not really a formula or a color that I want to wear. However, I did think that it was pretty similar to this other gold that OPI has released recently, and it's called I Mica Be Dreaming. And I feel like this was a more successful formula. It did have kind of a metallic shimmer in the base, but hopefully what you're able to see from my zooming in is that it has a similar flaky. The 1 in 5 Golden Flings is bronzier, and then it also has that kind of whitish silver cloud flaky. And then I Mica Be Dreaming just has a gold flaky and that gold shimmer, and I just feel like it works a lot better. So if you like the idea of 5 Golden Flings and you didn't really like the color, you might want to pull out I Mica Be Dreaming. Alright guys, so that was the whole Terribly Nice collection from OPI for holiday 2023. Like I said earlier, this collection is officially launching on October 1st. And if you'd like to order it for pre-order, you can do so at polishpick.com. You know which polishes were my favorite out of the collection. I want to hear your thoughts about this collection down below in the comments section, so please leave me a comment. If you found this video at all helpful in your shopping endeavors this holiday season, really, we're in Halloween holiday season right now, but you know what I mean. Please give the video a thumbs up, think about subscribing to the channel, and I will see you back for another one very soon. Take care. Bye.